Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with, of course, another Paladins video. Hope you're all doing well. We're playing some Tyra Damage, character that I actually put in my S tier at the moment, somewhere around A+, S, and I didn't even really realise until I started recording it, but she is my highest level damage, which is weird, because I never thought it would be Tyra. Talent-wise and build-wise though, even though she's in a decent spot, and this is kind of similar to Lilith a little bit, but in a very different direction, I feel like she could do with a little bit of work, because Mercy Kill is by far her best and most used option most of the time, with the damage reduction and stuff. Even though the others work, Hunting Party and Bear Monster, I see them way less, and don't get me wrong, sometimes they definitely can be better, and in some scenarios they will be much better, but the majority of the time, Mercy Kill is like the safest choice that works pretty much everywhere with the damage reduction, kind of like as a duelist sort of setup, and that's been the same for a really long time, but they nerfed the Mark and the Fire over the last couple of years or whatever, and the Nade is still pretty much just as good. They did move it down a little bit, but yeah, it's a little bit more tilted now than I think it was before, even though it always was a little bit tilted. All three of them were actually sort of really good options, just depended on the scenario, and I made a bunch of videos around that sort of time where Hunting Party was really good, Bear Monster was really good, and so was Mercy Kill, and they've all been pulled down but to different sort of levels, so they're a little bit more mismatched now. That's kind of the main point. You really can just grab the Nade setup and run it with any of the talents if you want to focus on the Fire, the Mark, or the Nade a little bit more. I'd say Mercy Kill is definitely still the default, but the build really doesn't play into it as much as it used to either, because the Mark setup used to kind of make more sense when you had the two Marks, and the Fire setup used to kind of make more sense when it was a little bit stronger, and now I feel like people are most of the time just going to go for the Nade setup and then maybe change the talent if they feel like it, but not necessarily because it's the strongest there, just because they want to mix up a little bit if they play a ton of Tyra. But alright, so for game one, looks like we're pretty much set. Siege, Seb and Beach. Funnily enough, we've got other on our side, Khan, Rom and Andro. I'm a little bit worried about their Strix in the end, but then they go to Khan, Sky and Ying. Extra health here for sure, the option with Mercy Kill over, dealing with the Strix and the Leanne. Surprisingly, he's gone for Crackshot here. We'll go for Armor Plating to start and Nimble. I feel like that makes the most sense. We've got Darkstalker, Vortex Grip, Subservience, Curse Core, which should help her out a little bit. Yeah, Crackshot will activate the Angial Prep and Life Exchange. A bit of a strange game, but yeah, kind of hard to tell how this will go. I'm just going to try and time the Nade and stuff so we most of the time have the damage reduction. So if we get tapped by the Strix, we're sort of fine. I don't know how we only hit him for 271. I really thought they fixed that for some reason on Tyra, and yeah, I guess they didn't. I'm somehow not dead. There's the Mark, and we'll melt her. I can't believe I lived there. That was just ridiculous that team fight worked out. Through the Fire, finished him off. Mark there on the Leanne. Sure, missed the Nade. I feel like the Leanne's model specifically when I'm playing like a Tyra. Trying to actually hit people out of range can be kind of tough. We're going to go for the ultimate here and just try and melt somebody. Yeah, sure, Sky ult. They indicated on that showed up kind of late. I don't really know what I was doing with the ultimate, but it kind of worked. Khan there with the grab, sure. Hello, Sky. Sky's also giving me a bit of trouble here in the nades. Even though we've got three of them, I feel like they're constantly on cooldown. Grab there by the Khan. I see we can melt him. I'm going to try and throw the Fire. We're gone. We'll get more armor plating. I think that's really all we need here because we're taking all the damage from direct hits. With Love Cronus, but we can't really grab it. Khan is actually playing really aggressive. It's working out quite well. The nades specifically aren't really working for me, just actually landing them with like, the damage and stuff. Damage reduction is helpful. There's a grab on the Ying. I wasted the Fire there. That's another Sky ultimate. We'll go for ours and see if we can push up. Sure, Mark there. Ram ultimate just going to help us melt. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Sky. I went for the damage reduction nade there. It didn't really work. I feel like trading with her is just so tough. I feel like I just got kind of melted there. That Sky, surprisingly up close, is actually able to put up a really decent fight. Medium range we're at an advantage for sure, but even with the nade damage reduction and like Lilith heals and stuff, I feel like unless I'm fighting her like that, I'm getting kind of screwed. I feel like the frame rate also on this one has been really, really rough. Long range nades, missed it, hit the wall. Fire was actually kind of on point. My long range Tyra abilities are fine. My accuracy, not so much because yeah, the spread can be definitely rough for sure on the weapon. Hello, Sky. There's the Mark and the melt. Nice. Bit of a combo. Nade there. Fire. Just everything on him. See if we can get rid of this Khan. There's a Mark on her again. Sure, some more damage. I feel like I've got more ammo than usual, even though obviously we don't. It's 30 like it always is. I'm going to go for our ult here. Ying ulted. I feel like I shouldn't have done that, but we got rid of the Liam pretty quick. There's a Mark on the Khan. Just, yeah, blast him. He went for the grab. I don't really know. Sky ultimate, the indicator, and the sort of gen she's had on that is insane. There goes the Khan. Okay, pushing the overtime. Definitely haven't been paying too much attention to the Lilith, which I should have done because her heals have actually not been bad. There's a nade. Oh, I nearly had it. There's a nade on the Leanne. I'm nearly dead. Fire there. I just want to try and make sure we get the overtime here. The Sky is scaring me though. She is gone. Nice. Nade there. Missed it. I feel like I'm overcompensating a ton. I haven't played Tyra in a minute, even though, again, I would put her in S and she's a favourite. Haven't picked her up in a little while. Fire, Mark, everything, just spamming in general. There we go. She's so low. Juking in a way that I don't need to do. Fire there on the Khan. He's going for the grab. He is gone. Counter grab. Totally forgot we had a Ram, which is for sure why this guy's getting the ultimate such a crazy amount. There's a nade. See if we can finish her off in the slow-mo. Nice. Little nade on the Ying as well. Get some ult gen. What's happening with my camera? Don't know what's going on there. Camera's just doing like the pulsating thing from the nade, I guess, with the slow-mo. Bugged it out. Cronus is definitely something to grab on Tyra if the fights are going on for ages, which in this one they kind of are. I don't really know what else I want to go for. I could get Wrecker to go through the Khan shield, but it isn't really that bad. I feel like all I really need here is the Nimble, Haven, and Kronos, and we should be sort of set Mark there on the Khan. A couple little shots. I guess we just go for the ultimate here. Bit of a weird time to use it. Sky's kind of on the side. Didn't actually know where she was there, but it sort of worked out. Hit the Tyra, Mark the Khan. Hello, Sky. I didn't even really realize she was that full health, but Sure, I thought she was super low back there and she was full running this way. That really threw me off. I actually couldn't really make a commentary there because I totally thought that I was going to be chasing the Ying and that just didn't work. Definitely slightly mismatched here on the teams. I think we've got a few more experienced people on our side. Hello, Sky. She threw the ult. We dodged it. There's a double nade, but her jukes are throwing me off so bad. If I landed the nades, we'd be fine. Is the Sky going to go after me or we're alright? She doesn't even seem to remember that I'm here. We'll throw the fire. There's the mark as well. Everything. The entire kit, and we'll probably still lose the fight. Never mind. Got lucky. Her jukes are really, really annoying. Hello, Ying. She's pushing up. Okay, Lilith heals, thank you very much. Again, a bit of a scuffed one. I'm way too far forward here, but I feel like with the extra health, I might as well try and play a little bit more of a forward damage. Can't go in for the grab there on the Strix. He should have that. Died there to the Sky after pushing up too much after I was just saying that I should push up more. We finished off armor plating. Definitely a match here to show off her strengths, even though my accuracy hasn't been great and my gameplay overall has been very, very average. I definitely should have landed more nades than I have so far in this one. I'm going to go for the ultimate. Don't know if I really should bother trying to reload before I do that or not. Khan is not gone. Mark there on the Lian. I probably shouldn't have tanked that, but we're alive. Okay, yeah, nade there. Fire is one a decent spot. Just trying to fight mid-range as best as I can, because that really is the spot for me to be. We'll throw the fire there. There's a nade. Missed. Sure, taking him a ton, though. The Lian with that one, the fire really has been kind of huge when I placed it well. There goes the Lian. If you get the headshots as well, she just kind of melts. Fire on the little side. I think that's going to be the 4-0. But there we go. There's the victory. A well-deserved one, I would say. That I definitely put in the work. 16,316k. I did not realize my stat was going to be that crazy at the end of it, to be honest. I thought I was doing way worse than that, but this guy somehow only killed me 3 times. Felt like it was 10. The Lilith was healing. The Braum was tanking and healing a little bit too. Andro made some really good flank plays in there for sure. Khan did his job there too. It was surprisingly even though it felt like we kind of stomped them, if that makes sense. Like the Lian did damage, the Ying healed for a ton. And yeah, Strix could have definitely done a little bit better. Khan maybe could have as well, firing into the tanks and stuff. Their damage is overall kind of low considering we had a Ram and a Khan, but yeah, what can I even say? Tyra kind of melted. Alright, game 2 to close off the video. Quick little TDM Dragon Arena. We've got a Vivian, Ceres, Sky, and then Canessa. Did I read that out right? I feel like I read that wrong. Versus Willow, Sky, Furia, Tiberius, and another Tyra. Grabbed Mercy Q and then they're set up with the nade heal, which I think will work better in a TDM where quarter ice isn't as much of a problem. The extra health in a match where you're going to get hit by snipers and stuff is probably a little bit more value. If you're dueling more, I don't know how the fire goes down like that. I feel like the self-heal is a little bit better. Kind of hard to say though when one is better than the other. I think it just depends on the match and what you feel like makes the most sense, but I don't think it really works best so Willow. Most of the time you're probably better going up for the health. Hello Furia, we meet again. She killed me a second ago. The whole combo, if you just spam the entire kit, is kind of crazy with Tyra, and I think dueling another Tyra, if you've got the setup over the other one, like the extra health, the self is probably better. Again, early game specifically, I'm dead here for sure. Willow's giving me a ton of trouble. Jump in, go for the ultimate. Is this going to work? Hello Tiberius. I feel like her damage at range is much better than most other characters, even though it isn't that much different. That's a Sky ultimate, but even though you've got the Anaxi on it, I feel like the actual damage you have kind of makes up for it. I'm dead here for sure to this Willow. Maybe get the nades. I'm going to save it. Yeah, just gone. I haven't really been playing it particularly well in this one, to be honest. It's kind of a tough game, just because it's just constant active spam. There goes the Tiberius maybe. Sure, hello enemy Tyra. There's a nade. Hit 2 of them. Sure, you also get the double heal by the way, because it is per character. Don't know why, but so many Skies in my games recently. We'll just throw the fire over, try and duel a little bit at range. I don't really know what I'm doing. Haven't built in life. It is kind of nice. I feel like I'm a little bit less likely to grab it on Tyra, even though it does work really well, just because you have a tiny bit in your base kit. They're all kind of low. We'll throw it again. The fact that you get all of your stuff back when you die with Tyra, even if it's still out, is kind of crazy. We'll dodge the ult. There's been a lot of Sky ults in this video. We'll go for hours. Hello Sky, Melter. Is that going to work? Nice. Throw the fire over there. Tyra also ulted, same sort of timing. She's still alive. Never mind. Sky saved it. I feel like that reveal lasts forever. Hello Furia. Double nade. Triple nade. That actually worked. All 3 of them. Kind of ridiculous in a TDM. We'll get more armor plating. It's 38 to 36 coming right down to the wire. I think we've got it though. We're 1 off. Sky's here somewhere. There's the reveal. Saw from the built-in Illuminate. Victory. And yeah, there you go. There are the stats for an actually decent TDM, which isn't what I would usually expect. And Tyra worked very, very well there. Could have done better, but yeah, I was playing kind of an autopilot and it sort of worked. Shouts out to the Ceres, and yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. I didn't even really need to do the game 2, but I'm glad that I did to show it off a little bit differently, specifically with the self-heal, and definitely a little bit less ideal, but a scenario I think she also works really well. There aren't too many scenarios I can think of where Tyra gets kind of bodied. There are some that are kind of tough, but even then, I think she still does fine if you sort of shift how you're playing a little bit. That is where I'm going to leave it though. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me the next, your thoughts on Tyra. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay FrostFangs.